What's up, Grim Crew? YouTube viewers who would like to skip ahead to the gameplay, a timestamp will be provided for you down in the description box below. As for the rest of you who may be watching live as it happens, welcome back to my gaming dungeon. I am your dungeon master for the evening. I am the Grim Gamer. How the hell are you on this Tuesday night? We're back for the 8th chapter in this saga. The Metal Gear series, the Metal Gear Solid series playthrough. You see it right here on the screen. We've got Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes on the GameCube, and the 8th chapter overall. So at this point, we've seen the entire Big Boss story arc, and we've seen the first 2 chapters in the Solid Snake story arc, and moving right along to this game. And I had mentioned at some other point during this playthrough or during announcement video or something at some point, I chose to do this version of the game because I've never played the Twin Snakes before. I've played the original Metal Gear Solid a couple of times, and the first time I had done it on stream. If you're watching this on the other channel with the live stream replays, then you can watch that. It is all there, and I did that about 3 or 4 years ago. So I wanted to include the Shadow Moses events in this series playthrough to get the overall story, but I didn't want to replay that one again on stream, hence why I've decided to do the Twin Snakes version. Now, I know that the fans go, it seems like they go one of 2 ways on this game. Either they really like this one or they really hate this one for various reasons. Some of that I'll talk about here in the next couple of minutes. But I wanted to play this one to include the Shadow Moses events with playing it in a different way, so it's still part of the overall story. So, now that we've got past the old 8-bit games with Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, I'm finally back to some of these games that I'm excited to play. I've been looking forward to playing this one for a while, and I'm finally excited. I'm finally getting to it, which I think it's been over a year since my wife actually bought me this copy for a gift. And it's, again, been about a year, and I finally get a chance to get around to it. But before I jump into this, like I do, or what I like to do before I jump into any game for the first time here on stream, I want to share some information with all of you. And I got some information to share on this game. So, this one, Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, was released March 9th of 2004, at least here in the US, on the Nintendo GameCube. This one was developed by not only Konami, but Silicon Knights. Konami, at this point, we've talked about several times. They need no introduction at this point. But Silicon Knights, I haven't talked about yet. They were founded in 1992. They were a Canadian studio. But in July of 2007, Silicon Knights, they were working on a particular game, which I'll talk about in a minute, and they licensed the Unreal 3 engine from Epic Games. Well, in July of 2007, Silicon Knights actually sued Epic Games for failure to provide a working game engine. Imagine that. Causing the Ontario-based game developer to experience considerable losses, so they claim. The suit alleged that Epic Games was sabotaging the Unreal Engine 3 licensees. But in August, so a month later, Epic Games countersued Silicon Knights, alleging the studio was aware when it signed that certain features for the Unreal 3 engine were still in development and components would be continuing to be developed and added. And additionally, the countersuit claimed that Silicon Knights had made unauthorized use of Epic's licensed technology and had infringed and otherwise violated Epic's intellectual property rights, including Epic's copyrighted works, trade secrets, know-how, and confidential information. Essentially, Let's see here. I thought it mentioned something else here about that. So essentially, Silicon Knights would take Unreal 3 and would use a majority of the code, but then they would like alter it, make changes to it, and use it to develop one of their own games, which they ultimately would then get sued for. So that would last all the way up until May of 2012. Epic Games would prevail in that lawsuit, and they won almost $4.5 million on the grounds of copyright infringement, misappropriation of trade secrets, and breach of contract. Then in 2014, so 2 years after they won the suit, Silicon Knights filed for bankruptcy over that. So, but Silicon Knights was also known for Blood Omen Legacy of Kain, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, which I believe was just another GameCube exclusive, if I'm not mistaken, and another pretty pricey one at that, and 2 Human, which was the game that they used and modified the engine for and what they got sued over. So Silicon Knights hasn't been around in, well, over a decade now. This one was also published by Konami. It is a remake of the 1998 Metal Gear Solid that was originally on the PlayStation. The Twin Snakes features graphical improvements over the original, new cutscenes written and directed by I can't pronounce the Japanese game names. I'm so sorry. Anyway, you can look it up. Another Japanese guy did the cutscenes, although he originally did them in his own version. Well, anyways, hold on. I'm getting distracted here. Anyways, but it also had gameplay functions originally introduced in Metal Gear Solid 2. So some mechanics that they would take from the second game put into this one, which that was part of, I guess, some of the controversy amongst some of the fans for several reasons. But the game also includes a revised translation with re-recording of the voice acting using almost all of the original, it says here, all of the original English voice cast, except for the role of the cyborg ninja. Even though the person that recorded the voice for the cyborg ninja in the first game also did the DARPA chief. So he still did the DARPA chief. They just got somebody else to do the cyborg ninja, which not particularly a fan of. Now, like these cutscenes and stuff I have seen before, but it's been several years. My brother had speed ran this game quite often, but he would skip the cutscenes usually, of course, when you're speed running. But I had seen a full playthrough of it years ago, but it's been a long while since I've seen it. But the voice acting for the cyborg ninja, I wish they would have left alone. I'll talk more about that, I guess, when we get to that part of the game. But although the Twin Snakes was largely developed at Silicon Knights, this other gentleman who directed the cinematics, which were then implemented by Silicon Knights, he directed them to look identical to those in the original Metal Gear Solid game, but upon inspection, Hideo Kojima had asked this other guy to redo them in his well-known action style. I had read something about that at one point. Is basically Kojima said to this guy, he's like, look, I didn't hire you to redo the cutscenes exactly as they were in the original game. I hired you to do these cutscenes in your style specifically. That's why that they were like that. It was a choice by Kojima himself, and that's another one of those things that apparently the cutscenes in this are, from what I understand, kind of ridiculous. But we'll see as we actually get to them, and we'll watch them and see them for ourselves. And also, like some of the mechanics, like the first-person aiming, that sort of thing. I had heard people complain that it would straight up ruin boss fights, specifically the Ocelot fight. But on top of that, you don't necessarily have to do it with first-person aiming. So it's kind of all of a choice. I mean, can you use first-person aiming? Yeah, so I guess why wouldn't you? So I guess some people thought that some of the things in MGS2 to be brought in for this, the Twin Snakes, just kind of basically ruined this game. But I feel like that's one of those cases that, you know what, no matter what they did, they weren't going to appease everybody. And I feel like that even still to this day. So even if they were to do a full-on Metal Gear Solid remake, or even just a remaster, nobody's going to be happy with it, because there's going to be a lot of people that are, well, they should have done this, and they should have done that, and they should have added this, they should have added that. Well, then that therefore makes it not Metal Gear Solid then at that point. But if they don't change anything, except, you know, possibly graphics, then, well, it's not changed enough. Like, this is garbage, and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so you're not going to be able to appease basically anybody, unfortunately. But be that as it may, this is the version that we got. And I'm looking forward to playing it and reliving the events of Shadow Moses in this updated form, even though this is over 20 years old now at this point. I don't know how well I'm going to do, specifically because I don't really play the GameCube like this. I'll play some things here and there, but I gotta be honest, this GameCube controller, I absolutely hate it. It's is, in my opinion, one of the worst controllers ever made. And I know that's gonna be also an unpopular opinion, because as far as Nintendo fans, seems the GameCube controller is most people's favorites. But a lot of that, for me, specifically comes down, I've just been a PlayStation guy basically my entire life. That's the button layouts that I'm used to. And then even when you look at like the Super Nintendo all the way to the Switch, you know, they basically have similar button layouts, where this, A, B, and then you got these like jelly bean looking buttons up here. What the hell is that shit? You know, so it's just, I don't know, it's awkward. It feels awkward to hold in my hand, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm probably going to fight the controls of this game all the way through, most likely, but I'm going to try my best. So it's about time to get into this. However, there is a cinematic at the beginning that kind of sets some things up. So I'm going to reset the console. We're going to watch that, and then we'll start getting into this thing. So here we go. I was gonna say, they ain't gonna keep that going? Like, that's iconic. You gotta keep that going.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next-generation special forces being led by members of Foxhound. They are demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss.
And now that we've seen why there are remains of Big Boss, since we played through the other chapters now,
they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Good old Campbell.
You will have two mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Imagine the whiplash from that.
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim. High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was the commander of.
Uh-huh.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter.
Oh, at this point, we know all about
And
Ocelot,
finally,
don't we?
In charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Put some booby traps down there, huh? Say, yeah, that's different.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
There was a line of dialogue that was missing
As
there.
always, this is a one-man sneaking mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Yeah, there was a line of dialogue there. He said, normally, at least in the other one, it's like, oh, Liquid Snake. He's like, yeah, the man with the same code name as you. And I didn't hear him say that line in that one, so. Anyways. Now. This is gonna take a while. We might not, I mean, it's gonna be a lot, but, we have briefing. And this is all backstory that we need heading in.
It's been a long time,
Oh,
Snake.
they redid all of these, too.
I should have known you were behind this, Colonel.
Snake. Straight to the point as always.
What do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk.
Invited? That's what you call sending armed soldiers after me?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious
I hit that
situation
button on
here.
accident.
Only you can
I
get
can
us out of
change
it.
that. That's cool.
I'm retired from Foxhound. You're not my commander anymore, and I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You will take these orders. I know it.
I can zoom in. I can change the... Oh, that's
Excuse
cool.
Who's this?
Dr. Naomi Hunter, the unit's chief medic, an expert in gene therapy.
Are you military?
No, civilian. I've been sent here from ATGC. Pleasure to meet you, Snake. Don't worry, this injection won't hurt a bit.
Liar.
What's the shot for?
What's wrong? You don't like shots?
Snake, listen up. About 5 hours ago, an island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago called Shadow Moses Island was occupied by Special Ops soldiers.
What soldiers?
Next Generation Special Forces, led by members of Unit Foxhound. They've presented Washington with a single demand, and they say that if it isn't met, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
A nuclear weapon?
I'm afraid so. You see, the island is the site of a secret nuclear weapons disposal facility.
Foxhound hijacking a nuclear weapon?
Now you understand how serious the situation is.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 objectives. First, infiltrate the nuclear weapons disposal facility and rescue the 2 hostages. They are DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and Kenneth Baker, President of Armstech.
Those are some heavy-duty hostages.
Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to launch a nuclear strike and stop them if they do. Any questions, Snake?
Questions? I haven't even said whether I'd accept this mission.
Well, you can make up your mind after you hear more about the situation.
Okay, so yeah, because from what I understand, some time had passed between Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake and this one. I don't know how many years exactly. But, like, Snake is basically retired. So this is the one that I just watched then, I think.
Tell me about the nuclear weapon disposal facility.
The disposal facility includes a hardened underground base. Even with our most advanced intelligence gathering equipment, we can't tell what's happening inside.
So, someone needs to penetrate, gather intelligence, and report back. Sounds like a spy movie.
What was that?
What's the insertion method?
Well, an air insertion is impossible.
Not with this storm going on.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
Approach?
Yes, within a few miles of it. The facility is equipped with sonar detection capabilities. They'd be able to hear our engine or propeller noise.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
Launch?
Same as a torpedo. Only this has no propulsion device of its own. After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
You want me to swim in sub-zero Alaskan water?
Yeah,
Don't
what
worry.
the hell's the matter with
That
you?
suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Anyone going with me?
As always, this is a one-man sneaking mission.
Weapons and equipment OSP.
Yes. This is a top-secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Something else that they changed from the original to this one. In the original, when they're doing these tapes, it actually almost looks like Snake's almost got blonde hair. You know, long blonde hair almost. And so it's interesting when you get into the game, Meryl, like, kind of confuses Solid Snake with Liquid Snake. And, but, you know, obviously in the game he's almost got shorter brown hair. So I almost feel like it was changed somewhere in development. I don't know that for sure. But in this one, he's got his, you know, typical longer brown hair that we're familiar with.
What's the time limit?
24 hours. They say they'll launch after 24 hours.
Do they say what the target will be?
So far, they haven't mentioned the target.
When did the countdown start?
5 hours ago.
Means we got to get a move on. Whoops. Aw, damn it. I only hit the button once.
Colonel, I'm off duty now. Let me go back to Twin Lakes.
Why, Snake? Is your life in Alaska all that great?
There's a dog sled race this week. Next Saturday I have to be in Anchorage.
The Iditarod, the longest sled race in the world. When did you become a dog musher?
Right now, my 50 huskies are my only family. I've got to take care of them.
Don't worry about your dogs.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Snake, but this vessel is headed for the Bering Sea. There's no room for debate.
I told you, even if I do owe you,
Ooh.
I don't owe anything to this army or this country.
You will accept this assignment.
Why should I be stupid enough to do that? I'm no patriot.
Ooh.
You're being indicted by the military.
Indicted?
You committed a whole lot of crimes of treachery during your days as an agent.
What?
Oh, I see. Blackmail.
Oh, that's dirty.
No, Snake. It's just a little scheme the brass thought up. But anyway, I know you. You'd take this assignment even without any threat.
What's that supposed to mean?
You are a natural-born soldier. You can't live a normal life in peace. It's the same for all of us who've seen real action. The only place we can feel truly alive is on the battlefield. I'm a soldier too. I know those feelings of powerlessness, frustration that you feel every day. You've tried to play the Boy Scout out there in Alaska, but you can't race dogs in the snow forever. Why don't you come back to us and be a soldier again?
You think my life is some kind of a joke?
Snake, I just want to give you back your purpose in life.
Wow. It's purpose, huh? Well, hold on. I wasn't done with these.
Colonel, who are you speaking for?
Naturally, I'm representing the U.S. government.
Who's in supervisory control of this operation?
The President of the United States.
So, there's a lot of crap hitting fans in the White House basement.
No. At this point, they're still video conferencing with each other.
If that's a real nuclear warhead, shouldn't they issue a COG?
Not yet. The Secretary of Defense has operational control and is fully aware of the situation. After you infiltrate, if you determine they possess nuclear launch capabilities, a COG will be issued.
Well, if they haven't relocated to the nuclear shelter under Mount Washington, I suppose there isn't that much reason to worry. Yet. Is the National Security Agency in on this?
Yes, and so is the DIA, the Defense Intelligence Agency.
The DIA? I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
They'll be sending us some support.
We don't need desk jockeys. We need a nuclear weapons specialist.
Of course. A nuclear weapons specialist has already been assigned to us.
Dude just done, yeah, snatched the cigarette right out of his mouth. Well, who wait. Oh yeah, we got a guy. Next.
We need backup from a specialist. I'm just an amateur when it comes to nuclear weapons.
I know. That's why I've requested the assistance of a military analyst named Nastasha Romanenko.
Nastasha.
She'll be providing you backup by codec.
A female analyst?
What's wrong with that,
She's
Snake?
built up an impressive record as an advisor for the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. Contact her if you have any questions. She's also an expert on high-tech weapons.
Where's she working from?
Her home in Los Angeles.
California? California's a lot different than this place.
Indeed. Well, we kind of know Campbell. We've seen him a couple times now throughout the series playthrough.
Colonel, you're retired. Why are you involved in this?
Because there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that the only reason?
I've been soldiering for a long time. I don't know anything else. I guess even though I'm getting a little old, I still love to be in the field.
Colonel, you're a lousy liar. Tell me the real reason.
Spit it out, Campbell.
Snake, sorry. I'll be frank. A person very dear to me is being held hostage.
Who is it?
My niece, Meryl.
Okay. So that's what we hear about that. Evolving fetus, how's it going? Well, right now we're just getting all of our information before we jump in. But looks like we might be about halfway through these things, so we're getting there. And then we're gonna give it that old college try. But getting all of our ducks in a row and all of our information first. I also didn't realize that they redid all of these briefings in this style, and I can actually mess with the camera, which is kind of neat.
Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt, and my niece was one of those called in as an emergency replacement.
She looks like you.
She's my little brother's girl.
Wrong.
He died in the Gulf War, and since then I've been watching after her.
A personal motive, Colonel. That's not very soldierly.
That's not soldierly.
I'm retired. I'm just an old man now. And I'm your friend.
Since when are we friends?
I've thought of us as friends since the fall of Zanzibar land.
Good old Zanzibar.
Haven't you had enough of a moody bastard like me?
No. That's the part of you I trust. Please, Snake. Save my niece, Meryl.
All right. But I have two conditions.
Name them.
1. No more secrets between us. I want complete disclosure at all times.
Not gonna
and
happen.
2, I'll only accept orders directly from you, Colonel. No cutoffs involved, okay?
Agreed. That's why I was called. But one thing.
What?
I'm not a colonel anymore. Just a retired old warhorse.
I understand, Colonel.
He's always gonna be Colonel to Snake. I mean, the whole Zanzibar land thing's pretty intense, so... Alright, we got some more information on Naomi.
That doctor, is she part of this operation too?
She was in charge of Foxhound's gene therapy. She knows more about those men than anyone else.
So, she's used to seeing men naked.
Make no
Typical
mistake.
Snake.
I'm not a nurse. I am a scientist.
By the way, what was that injection for?
It's a combination of nanomachines and an anti-freezing peptide so that your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze, even at subarctic temperatures.
Nanomachines?
Not just one kind.
Nanomachines,
There are
son!
different types which will replenish the supply of adrenaline, nutrition, and sugar in your bloodstream.
Now I don't have to worry about food.
I also put some nootropics in there.
Say what?
Yeah, what?
Nootropics.
The hell is
A
that?
class of drugs which will help improve your mental functioning.
It'll make me smarter, huh? Anything else?
Yes. It's a type of stimulant. It'll keep you alert and responsive for 12 straight hours.
Well, damn.
That was quite a cocktail. Anything else in there?
Oh, yeah.
Those nanomachines will also keep your Codex batteries charged up.
I guess I can call you when I'm ready to go on a diet.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely something else in there. The whole nanomachine battery thing, something else that gets retconned later. Alright, we got a couple more, and then we can get started here. So we got some hostages. Yeah, the good old Zanzibar incident. That was fun.
The chief of DARPA and the president of an arms manufacturing company. What business did they have at a nuclear weapons disposal facility?
The truth is that secret exercises were being conducted at the time the terrorist group attacked.
Must be extremely important exercises if those two were directly involved. Were they testing some kind of new advanced weapon?
I'm not privy to that information.
I don't understand what the air guns that he's been
Do
doing
we
throughout
know
these
exactly
tapes.
where they're being held?
The DARPA chief has also been injected with a mini transmitter. As you get closer, you should be able to pick up his location on your radar.
Okay.
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuclear missile?
They say they do. They even gave us the serial number of the warhead they plan to use.
How kind of them.
Was the number confirmed?
I'm afraid so. At the very least, they've got their hands on a real nuclear warhead.
Isn't there some kind of safety device to prevent this type of terrorism?
Yes. Every missile and warhead in our arsenal is equipped with a PAL, which uses a discrete detonation code.
PAL?
Permissive Action Link. The safety control system built into all nuclear weapon systems. But even so, we can't rest easy.
Why not?
Because the DARPA chief knows the detonation code.
But even if they have a nuclear warhead, it must have been removed from its missile. All the missiles on these disposal sites are supposed to be dismantled. It's not that easy to get your hands on an ICBM.
That used to be true. But since the end of the Cold War, you can get anything if you can pay the money.
Always boils down to that money. Always. But I find that interesting, though, that in Metal Gear 2, the whole Zanzibar incident thing, they talk about, like, oh, well, there's no nuclear weapons on the planet anymore, with the exception of here in Zanzibar land, and we have to put a stop to it. So that's either something else that was just retconned later on and wasn't true, or it was information being fed to us that wasn't true. And there, in fact, we're still nuclear warheads all over the place, which is probably most likely true.
How well armed are these terrorists? I know there was an exercise going on at the time they revolted.
They're heavily armed, I'm afraid.
What about their battle experience?
The 6 in charge are plenty tough. After all, they're foxhound people.
Hey,
What was that
you're
leg
gonna
kick,
make me
Snake?
blush.
What was that?
The others are next-generation special forces. They're not your average grunts either.
No, okay. He's had a couple little moments in these tapes like that. He's used the finger guns a couple times. What the hell is that?
So what exactly are they demanding?
The
What?
person's remains.
Remains?
That's right. To be more accurate, cell specimens which contain the individual's genetic information.
Are you just
Cell specimens.
mad leaning
Why would
over
they
the
want
bed?
that?
What is going on
The
here?
terrorists need them. You see, these next-generation special forces have been strengthened through gene therapy.
Genes? Strengthened?
You've heard of the Human Genome Project. They've been mapping the human genome and they're nearly finished. Following up on this research, the military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers.
There are genes that do that?
Yes, and using gene therapy, they're able to transplant those genes into regular soldiers.
Gene therapy?
I'll explain this part.
Sure, go ahead, Naomi.
With gene therapy, it becomes easy to remove genes that cause sickness and disease, or, alternatively, to splice in additional genetic material.
In other words, we can overcome all sorts of genetic diseases and at the same time add genetic characteristics as desired.
Okay, and so if you knew what genes were responsible for making the perfect soldier, you could implant them in the same way, right?
Yes, we could.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's helpful if you can study the genetic information of one of the greatest soldiers ever.
Oh, they didn't even say it. Snake is so badass, he just kicks when he changes sitting poses. Uh-huh. It's like the Chuck Norris of this, entire universe here.
One of the greatest soldiers ever.
Mm-hmm.
The man they called the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
A man we know very well from playing
Big Boss.
all of the
That's
Big
right.
Boss games up
We've been
till
working
now.
feverishly to identify the genes responsible for his incredible combat skill. So far, we've discovered about 60 of the so-called soldier genes.
So his body was recovered after all.
Yes, and his cells have remained frozen in a cryochamber. His genetic information is a priceless treasure to mankind.
Treasure to
Priceless to the
man.
military, perhaps.
His body was burned severely.
Yeah,
It was
we know, we
possible to
torched him.
restore his DNA profile from just a single strand of his hair.
Oh, heck, it's like some kind of dinosaur theme park. And you're gonna put these genes into soldiers?
Yes. We'll use a process that I discovered called gene targeting.
Talking
The
Jurassic
strongest
Moses.
soldiers don't become what they are by acquiring their skills through training or experience. We now know that hereditary factors are far more crucial for creating superior soldiers.
Snake, we can't hand over his body. It's more strategically important than any weapon of mass destruction.
I hear
Imagine
the
that.
terrorists are calling themselves the Sons of Big Boss.
The son's a big boss.
Imagine that. Like, no, this, like, charcoaled up, guy that we've got frozen in a chamber somewhere is way more important than somebody just dropping nuclear bombs wherever the hell they damn near please. Like, what? No, that's one hell of an important guy.
Tell me about these next-generation special forces.
They started out as an anti-terrorist special ops unit, made up of former members of biochem units, technical escort units, and the nuclear emergency search team. Their purpose was to respond to threats involving next-generation weapons of mass destruction, including NBC weapons.
Until they were added, that is.
Who's they?
These guys didn't start out as regular army.
Looks like a pretty international group. Mercenaries?
Yeah, and it gets worse. Most of them were from a merc agency that I think you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah?
They were part of Big Boss's private guard.
Of course they
And after
were.
Big Boss went down, the military just bought out all their contracts.
So former Zanzibar land guys?
Outer heaven.
After that, they were merged with our own VR unit, Force 21, and retrained. If you ask me, these so-called next-generation special forces should be called simulated soldiers. They have no real battle experience.
Soldiers of the video game generation, huh?
Don't forget, they've all been strengthened with gene therapy. They carry genes which make them excellent soldiers. Don't get careless just because they don't have much experience.
I thought international law banned the military use of genetic therapy.
Yes, but those are just declarations, not actual treaties.
The interesting thing is that nearly every member of the unit conspired in this attack.
Like, oh yeah. Yeah, hey, that's not supposed to be allowed, but they just, it's not a big deal. We're just gonna do it anyway.
How can an entire unit be subverted to rebellion?
They're calling it a revolution.
Of course they are.
Since they all went through the same gene therapy, they probably felt closer than brothers. They see the unit as their only family.
The sons of Big Boss. But if they were regular army, they must have been interviewed periodically by army counselors.
According to their files, they all got straight A's on their psychological tests. They all seemed like fine, upstanding, patriotic soldiers.
Seemed?
But they all took part in the uprising?
No. Several people didn't show up on the day of the exercise. That's why there was a resupply of troops.
Was there any sign recently that something might be wrong?
There was a report a month ago that they were acting strangely.
Apparently they consulted classified information about the soldier genes and performed their own gene therapy experiments.
They can do that, even without you?
Well, our gene therapy process is almost completely automated. And besides that, they're all geniuses with IQs over 180.
Oh, really?
Even the existence of this genome army is a national secret of the highest order. We had been hoping to investigate this thing quietly and deal with it behind closed doors.
A lot of people who play this never watch these files. I find them interesting because, and I wanted to do this because I did it with the original game, the PS1 game, and through playing the original game, at one point, like, oh, well, I'll use an example, like Snake would say something about, thanks to this shot that you gave me, Doctor. Well, she's like, oh yeah, well, it's already been used, and all the genome soldiers are using it. But in here, she explains what the shot is, at least in a lot more detail. And I know in the original game, at some point, Snake's like if you don't do certain codec calls, you could get all the way to where you could get to Meryl and go like, oh, that's a woman, that ain't the guy I'm looking for. But you wouldn't even know that the colonel has a niece that's there and she's being held hostage, and it's all information that you wouldn't even have going in, but having this kind of lays the groundwork of what we're actually getting into, so certain things make just a little bit more sense when we get into them. I'm talking about back then, we had just a few years prior learned some English. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense too. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff, a lot of especially with Naomi and stuff, use a lot of the scientific, lingo that she uses. Hell, even some of that I still don't understand. I don't know how much of it's made up, how much of it's true. But yeah, at this point, having all of that information, which I know this is taking a long time. It looks like I might only have one more to go, and then we'll get into the game. But just all information that's nice to have before we get into it, so we have all the information that we can get, and we can connect the dots as we go along.
High-Tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound, your former unit, and one that I was the commander of.
Yeah,
An elite
seen that in
group
Zanzibar,
combining
too.
Firepower and expertise. They're every bit as good as when I was commanding them.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mantis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise.
Uh-huh.
Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot.
Oh,
specialist
yeah,
in
we know
interrogation
Ocelot.
And a formidable gunfighter.
Been seeing Ocelot all the
Sounds
way
like a bunch
since...
of cartoon characters.
And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound Squad Leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
Yes, and you're the only person who can stand against him.
And why is that? No, we got one more. Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
That was kind of
Liquid
funny.
Snake, the man who shares your code name. The solid versus the liquid.
Tell me what you know.
He fought in the Gulf War as a teenager, the youngest person in the SAS. His job was to track down and destroy mobile Scud missile launching platforms. You were there too, I believe. Didn't you infiltrate western Iraq with a platoon of Green Berets?
I was just a kid myself back then.
The details are classified, but it seems that originally he penetrated the Middle East as a sleeper for the SIS.
He was a spy for the British Secret Intelligence Service?
But he never once showed his face in Century House. He was taken prisoner in Iraq, and after that there was no trace of him for several years. After you retired, he was rescued.
We
and
knew
became
him
a
back
member
then
of
as
Foxhound.
Eli.
I thought that by the time I left, they were no longer using code names.
I don't know his real name. That information is so highly classified that even I can't look at it. Here's a photo of him. Pretty shocking, huh? His skin tone is different, but otherwise, you two are exact duplicates.
I have a twin?
I don't know the details, but it seems so. That's why we really need you for this mission.
You're the only one who can beat him. Now that I've met you, I know. You've got something that he doesn't.
Why don't I find that thought more comforting?
All right, that's all of them. You know, Big Boss is somewhere playing the song "The Man Who Sold the World." Well, at this particular point, Big Boss had gotten charred, you know, and yeah,
I need to borrow your scissors.
Wait, there's
What are
another
you
one?
going to do?
Don't worry. Just gonna clean myself up a little.
Huh?
I don't want to be mistaken for the leader of the terrorists.
I think that's a new one. I don't think this was in the brief in the other game. Interesting. So as we were exiting the briefings, I don't know if it's because we watched them all, but yeah, so like in the original game, watching the briefings, I mentioned, it looked like he's kind of got like this light blondish like mullet, kind of like Liquid does. But then when you're in the game, he's got the short, you know, brown hair. Here in this one, you know, he's got the little bit longer brown hair. But, you know, it's kind of like in the original game, it's like at some point they had done something to make him look different than Liquid Snake. So you know, didn't look like the same guy. Well, this time, with that, just that little thing right there, it's kind of like they just acknowledged it. So that's kind of neat. Okay. We're going to do normal. Even during intrusion mode? Nope, I'm not used to that. Type 2. All right, now that we're almost an hour in, let's get started. Here we go. The music's different, and that's disappointing. I'm waiting for that. Was the backflip necessary, Snake?
Stay alert. He'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
Bothersome flies. Liquid's got to be like one of my favorite characters in this entire series. All right, Colonel. I'm here.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the pause button, and then the A button.
What?
When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the pause button, and then the A button to receive the call.
What?
The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Interesting, they used basically the exact same codec from the first game. The same pictures, the same everything. Alright, what do we got here? So... No, I'm not... I don't play games on the GameCube like this. I'm not a fan of this controller. A seems to do nothing. Okay, B is my punch... Oh, that kidney bean button is my... Oh, that sucks. Oh, okay, so that's how I leap over. That's how I climb back up. That's how I drop down. Oh, hey, ration. I'll take that, thanks. And while that guy's over there looking around, because I already made noise. Anything over here? There is something over here. Detecting life forms. Rumbles on enemy approach. All rumbles or all other will be off while the sensor's activated. Okay. I can't jump up and grab the ledge though, huh? Oh, that's my first person. Okay. Notches make easier precision in your opinion. So I know a lot of people love the GameCube controller. Most of that comes down to, quite honestly, is just being a PlayStation guy most of my life. Ah, there we go. You know, I'm just used to the PlayStation controls and the PlayStation the wheel of the PlayStation controller up until the 5 basically didn't change from 1 all the way through 4, so that's just kind of what I'm used to, you know? Oh, hell. Oh, how did that work just then? Huh? Ah! Goodbye! So yeah, I'm just used to the, you know, X, circle, triangle, square, R1, R2, L2, L1, you know, clicking the button, or the joysticks down for, you know, R3 and L3, and it's just been like that for 30 years. Nintendo has been notorious for changing up their controllers, changing up their layouts and everything else, and we never really had Nintendos growing up. We had a 64, but the 64 is atrocious to begin with that 3-handled monstrosity that it had. Which is funny. One of my nephews, like, used one of those for the first time recently, and he's like, how do I hold it? I only have 2 hands. Like, yeah, we know the struggle. So... just never could get used to Nintendo controls. Not used to, like, Xbox controls or anything either, you know? So, it's just whatever you're used to. I mean, it feels good in my hand. I'll tell you that, but it's just the layout is just awkward to me. Hello?
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Not a
How's
bit.
that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy. I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that.
Already tested, huh?
By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Figured they should have mentioned something about a diversion in those briefing tapes, and I don't think they did.
Indeed. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention.
It's now the 3rd time Snake is gonna come in contact with a Hind D. Oh, these different
Now's your
tunes.
best chance to slip in unnoticed.
Why is you trying?
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, he must be crazy to fly Hind in this kind of weather.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
sorry. I haven't introduced
Can
you to
already
yet.
tell.
This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself.
Ah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so... cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
What's this? I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake? But I'm surprised. I didn't think you'd be so frank.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
It does, doesn't it? Well, let's get to know each other better. But first, let me explain about your Soliton radar system.
Sure.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you.
First, I want you to infiltrate the disposal site and look for the DARPA chief.
The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you.
Uh-huh.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Okay.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it.
Yes, it gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake. We're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice.
I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to save your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach.
My stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
Yeah, I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in.
What about the air duct near the door?
One sentry on the left, and one on the right. They're armed with
5.56ers and pineapples.
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
That's
I'll
interesting.
let you
They
decide
swap
the
that.
best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
They swap those lines of dialogue there. Okay. View Y as triangle, X circle, B is square, and X is A. If I could try to remember those, then yeah. I guess that kind of would make sense. Alright, well, let's see here. Oh, these lights go in different directions than they did in the original game. Oh, bullshit.
In pursuit.
Really? Really? Ow! At least knock them out. Well, that went well. Night, night. Now my gun. Yeah, I was saying my gun. Should be back here. Kick him to wake him up. All right, now everybody kind of reset because I screwed that up already. Ain't nobody there, shut up. I was trying to make my way over here.
A surveillance camera.
Yep. We know about the old surveillance camera. Oh, that's right. Lockers in this one. Stun grenades. Nobody there. I was going to answer that, but you know what? Never mind. It's fine. I can't believe I almost got killed already. That early. Like, that is insane. No more rations already. But I don't know, partly controls, partly off to an okay start, I feel like. I feel like that that alert shouldn't even have happened.
Snake, when you enter a narrow space, you'll automatically go into intrusion view.
Uh-huh.
Press up on the control stick to go forward and down to shuffle backwards. You can also press right or left to turn. Advance while hiding yourself. Pay attention to the enemy's actions and make sure you're not discovered.
You can also fire your weapon when you're in intrusion.
Oh, I was gonna
Don't
say...
forget that.
Just because you're in intrusion
yeah.
it doesn't mean that all is safe. If you're spotted, the enemy will of course attack. Be careful not to let the enemy see you crawl into your hiding spot.
That's why they were still able to shoot me.
The enemy could look into your hiding place. In that case, You have to move to get out of their line of sight. You can't be careless, even in intrusion view. That clear? Snake, first you've got to find the DARPA chief. Look for clues.
So yeah, in this one... That's right, I can actually still shoot in here, that you can't do that in the original. Wait. Shouldn't there be a way that I can put it down without shooting? I can't aim up or down like this, though. Wait, is that not a thing? I know in the PS2 days, press B while you're holding A? So if I do this... No, when I press B, that don't do anything. Oh, it does when I hit Y. That's really stupid. Oh, and then I shot anyway. That's really dumb. Oh, I hate that. So I know, like, on the PS2, the pressure-sensitive button, so depending on, like, how far you press the button would be like a full shot, but if you only lightly press it, it'll pull up the gun and you let off, it'll lower the weapon. Like for MGS2, but if you fully press, like, it'll shoot or something like that. No pressure-sensitive buttons on this, so you have to input another button input. No, that's really dumb. Hello?
Snake.
Ah,
this is
yes.
Donald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a boot camp instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment.
We know about Kazuhira Miller now too, don't we? Seen him in a couple games now up to this point.
The flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80. Those mice are Alaskan field mice. Don't worry, they can't hurt you. Wild field mice don't have a thick layer of fat, but they can still survive the bitter winters here without hibernating. They dig tunnels under the snow, and that's where they stay warm.
Survival specialists, huh? I should learn from them.
But there's a dark side too. Sometimes the males will kill and eat offspring that are not their own.
To ensure the survival of their own genes, right?
Yeah, pretty brilliant program, huh? If there are mice, that means there must be an exit somewhere. Follow the mice.
I think Miller says something about that if you call him again after the initial codec call in the first game. But yeah, now we know about Kazuhira Miller. Like, when I originally played MGS1, he's like, oh, hey, Master, what do you do? Like, he knows him. And I guess we could have had codec calls with Miller in Metal Gear 2, but we didn't get any. I did just follow a guide, kind of got through that, but apparently Master Miller could call you, and you can have some conversations with him in Metal Gear 2. But obviously we know Miller from MGS5. We know him from, what was that, Peace Walker now at this point. So now I have backstory on who Kazuhira Miller is. To answer your question, I don't think it was because I ran over grates. I think the spotlights actually, like, touched my head before I could get down the steps on the other side of the platform there. I think it was the spotlights that found me there, I think. Oh, jeez. Nothing like trying to suffocate me there. Oh, you know what? If the original game had it, I wonder if this game's got it. I think there was basically like an optional little scene that you can see, or a different scene that you can see. Now I'm gonna slightly kill myself just a little bit more, but yeah, I think if we go this way, I swim through the water. I know, right? Actually, I think it was this one in the first game. In the original game, I think there was something here. Well, maybe not in this one. Huh. Well, then, apparently I should have went through the one on the top floor. Okay, well, so much for that. Thought there was supposed to be like a little cutscene or something there, but no such luck, seems like. I don't appreciate losing that much health just for being underwater for 3 seconds. Learn something new every day. Got your ankle. Oh yeah, he night-night. So yeah, there was a way I can pick him up, right? Because yeah, they can drop me stuff. Bandage. Okay. What?
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Yeah, except but we didn't hear about like first floor, second floor, basement. How I know where I'm supposed to go? No.
Was there a noise just now?
Nope. Thermal goggles. Damn cameras.
What was that sound?
That was nothing, guys. Don't you worry about it. You know what? No, they didn't knock anybody out? Really? Well, what the hell good are them things then? Everybody go night-night. No? None of you got ammo for me? No? Alright, no, that's cool. That's fine. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. And that was a little ugly too, but, you know, it worked. Hello?
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Okay, I've been meaning to say something about that for a minute now. So, I do remember that being a thing. That, yeah, they got all the voice actors and actresses back from the original game for this one. But certain characters, Mei Ling being one, Naomi another one, they don't have their accents like they did in the original version. And I don't like that. It seems, though, is that that's, like, normal going forward, because even in, like, from what I remember seeing in MGS4, they don't have accents either. But I feel like, you know, when they had their accents in the original game, it made them a little bit more of their own individual characters. You know, I'm not saying that the two, like, sound identical or anything, like Naomi and Mei Ling specifically, but when they had their accents, they were definitely and I disagree. I love the original. Absolutely love the original. But I know, like, going forward, it seems like they kind of did forget about that. But I don't know. I feel like it gave, you know, the accents for Mei Ling and Naomi gave their own characters a little bit of individualism, and I miss that in this version. It kind of bugs me. Say, what's in here? But you have dog tags in this version. Yeah, I don't even remotely care about that. Not in the slightest. Hoping to find more M9 ammo or something around here, no? Oh. Yeah, dog tags, which in this game mean absolutely nothing. I think at least in MGS2, what, like, the more of them you got, like, the more special items you get or something like that. But in this one, it's just because it was something that they did in MGS2, they stuck it in this one and had no rhyme or reason to be here. What?
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder. Approach the ladder and press the action button to climb it.
Thanks. Oh, okay. I was like, okay, if I press A or start in A, it gives me my codec. What about the other buttons? The other ones didn't really seem to do much, but B gives me a map that I can kind of mess around with, so that's neat. All right. Oh?
Kind of damn cold. I hate Alaska.
Well, we know who that is, don't we? Met his,
Boy, oh
like,
boy.
what,
That woman
grandfather
is
in
all right.
Delta? Find it interesting that basically that character or a version of that character has made it into, like, almost every mainline game. Well, there's some M9 ammo, so that's nice.
A woman. Not him.
Nope. Moving on. Mean to tell me that she didn't see that? Really?
Huh?
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You're here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent in here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
Oh, but she can hear that, huh?
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for the keeping of dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
That's the official story. Got it. We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A truly historical weapon.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear? It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
Well, we just took down, what was
We've
it,
had a couple
D
of
and
run-ins in the
Zeke or
past.
something like that in the last couple
So
of Metal
that's the
Gear
reason
games?
We're here at this disposal site.
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard that the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Armstech and ourselves.
We remember seeing these plans from Granin and Delta all the way back then.
If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex, the code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping nuclear weapons.
Hey, shut up in there, will ya?
Shut up, Johnny. Get out of here, Johnny. What the hell? How did he Spider-Man up into the corner like that? What?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Johnny got a gun, but he probably don't know how to use it.
pal.
Safety's probably on.
Yes, of course. There is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Armstech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But
Now, after playing through all these other games in this series, too, in chronological order like this, I also know who this guy
they
is,
found
too.
out my password.
We know that Donald Anderson is Mr. Siggett from
Mantis can read people's
the
minds.
Snake Eater game.
You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is
Dud
bad.
weapon.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes. They'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes, you can stop the launch.
That card key.
Mm-hmm.
So where are the card keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved them into an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as a transmission medium. As you approach
What?
the door's security devices,
Never quite
they'll
understood
read
that.
the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So, does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?
What's that? Hey, what happened?
Snake just stands by and just watches him just melt. Like, what the hell's going on?
Dead.
Johnny, get your ass in here.
Naomi, the chief, what happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but
A heart attack? No!
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not, Snake. You've got to understand. This counter-terrorist op is security level red. You'll need the highest security clearance to learn the real story.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
Aha! Yep, ration. I'll take that, thank you very much. Oh, it won't let me do it, huh? Okay. So I can do it on this side, but not on the other side. It's funny, because if in the first game, if you kind of like look up against here, you can kind of like look around the corner. You can see you're standing there.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard!
Poor Johnny.
Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
Really? Snake, you're gonna let that happen? I was waiting for him to point his own oh! Okay, well...
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful. I'm no rookie.
Liar. Your eyes wander. There's no confidence in them. The eyes of a rookie. You've never shot a person, have you?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of
Looks
here.
like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
God, that sounded horrible. Oh, it was awful. Damn it! What the what is happening right now?
Take this.
Oh, wow. Horrible. Horrible. Oof. All that felt terrible.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you? You fool! You've killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
Now we'll never get that detonation code.
Boss, I have a good idea.
Finally seeing Mantis again for the first time since MGS5, too. What's with the sweeping motion? What are you trying to hit? Oh boy.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So, that was Mantis.
Okay. So a couple things. That sucked. Because I was fumbling my damn buttons. So that felt horrible. And I'm discovering one other thing that I seem to remember from before, but had kind of forgotten also, and that was the voiceover work in this. I'm not overly impressed with. So not only is the accents for several of the characters gone, but I felt like in the first one, when it came to certain lines of dialogue, it felt like in their performances, there was certain emotion in their dialogue, and I feel like their dialogue in this one seems kind of dry for several of the characters already at this point. So, I guess a couple examples. First of all, Meryl's scream. It's bad in the first game. That was god-awful in this one. That made my skin crawl. It was bad. But I don't know, I felt... It kind of feels like the characters or the voice actors and actresses were kind of just saying their lines, and there wasn't as much emotion in them. I'm gonna have to just pay attention to that as I go. There's certain lines I'm going to remember better than others, so I'll just have to kind of pay attention to that. C4? Man, where the hell will we find some C4? You know how happy you make me feel, man. So 3. Nope. Whoops. So calm, so calm. So calm. So calm. Granadas. SOCOM, need a FAMAS first, M9, stun grenades, C4s. Boom. Chaffs. FAMAS, SOCOM, FAMAS. Ah.
You called, Snake?
I did.
Be careful, Snake.
What
can I do for you, Snake?
Ah, there we go. Had it backwards.
Snake, remember what de Gaulle said. The graveyards are full of indispensable men. Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting into a fight whenever you can.
You're right. Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
Well, both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it. But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
Well, I'll think about it.
This guy. Whoops. Yeah. Boom. Now. Yeah, I see you. Get out of here. Ration I will take, thank you. What level are you? 6! Goodness. And 4, so... Well, that was... not necessarily pointless. Did get a ration out of it. Aha. All right. Here we go. We'll see why we call him Revolver.
Am I too late?
Ugh.
He's alive. You're the Armstead president, Kenneth Baker, right? Don't worry. I'm here to save you.
No! Don't touch it!
C4.
Yup. What? What's with the Matrix moves?
Right. Touch that wire and the C4 will blow up along with the old man. So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
Shoot the wires, it's smart.
You. Special Operations Foxhound.
The Cold Single Action Army.
Ocelot.
Yeah, haven't seen you in a minute, have we, Ocelot?
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
This is the greatest handgun ever made.
This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army. 6 bullets. More than enough to kill anything that moves. Now I'll show you why they call me Revolver. Draw!
Okay.
Hiding won't help you. A gun's... Ah! I love to reload during... All right, I'm alive again. Let's go.
Gotcha.
You're pretty good. Just what I'd expect from the man with the same code as the boss. It's been a long time since I had such a good fight, but I'm just getting warmed up.
I beg to differ, bud. Oh, that was a neat little trick. I like that.
What? My hand! Ah!
Oh, so he cut the whole tower down.
Stealth camouflage. Can't you even die right? You were lucky. We'll meet again. Who are you?
And like you, I have no name.
Oh, that's right. And they, yeah. Completely changed. I know I even mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but yeah, the different voice actor for the ninja. Woohoo! Okay. Right. So wait.
Hell.
Wait a sec. So he doesn't freak out and then has to leave? Okay. So he freaked out, they fought some more, then he left.
Who are you?
Alright.
I'm not one of them. The DARPA chief told me he gave them his detonation code. What about yours?
Oh, I get it. Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
I talked.
What? Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch any time.
So
It's
far,
not like
David
I didn't
Hayter is
fight.
Snake reprising
I
his role
managed to
here. I think
resist
his
Psycho Mantis's
sounds
mind
pretty
probe.
decent.
He couldn't read you? How'd you do it?
Surgical implants in my brain.
Surgical implants?
Kinda like psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
Even the DARPA chief?
Of course.
But the DARPA chief said Mantis got his code by reading his mind.
Are you sure you heard him right?
Yeah. Anyway, how did they get your code?
I never had any training on how to resist torture.
It looks like he had some fun with you, all right.
He's not human. I tell you, he loved every second of it.
What happened to your arm?
He broke it.
Looks like you're more than even now. His was sliced off.
You're a funny guy. So, the DARPA chief, is he okay?
Dead.
What? It can't be. No, that's not what you promised, Jim. Now you want to shut me up?
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Oh, those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree. But what do they really want?
Who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry. Always looking forward to the next good war.
Well, I'm not gonna let these maniacs start a war today. Do you still have the card keys?
Card keys?
To override the detonation code. I heard you had them.
No, not anymore.
What? Who does then? Not the terrorists.
No, that woman.
Woman? Who?
A soldier that was thrown in prison along with me.
Prison? That female soldier.
She said that she had just joined up as a new recruit. They threw her in prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is. She's green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes. She stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Huh? Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn!
What was that? Why does it look like you just got headbutted?
It should be on the back of the package. Try to contact her.
I'll contact her right away, but tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some other way to prevent the missile launch?
Oh. You need to find Hal Emmerich, one of my employees.
Who's that?
The team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project. A genius at engineering, but a little bit of an oddball. If there's anyone who can figure out how to stop Metal Gear from launching, it's him.
What if he can't come up with anything?
Well, you'll have to destroy it. Emmerich knows how to destroy Metal Gear.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Oh, you're wrong. The nuclear threat hasn't disappeared. The threat is more real than ever before. The amount of spent nuclear fuel and plutonium is increasing even today. Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see.
Different actual
Because
video
there's still
clips.
no real way to use it
I don't
or
know if they'd
dispose
use
of
the
it.
same ones from
So they just
before or
close
not.
the lid
They got
and try
brand
to
new
pretend
ones in
like
this
it'll go
one.
away?
Essentially, yes. And they're not even doing a good job of storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
Not only that, several pounds of MUF are reported every year.
MUF?
It stands for Material Unaccounted For. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War, Russian nuclear engineers in particular are out of work with nowhere to turn. In other words, there's plenty of available nuclear material and scientists for making a bomb. We live in an age where any small country can have a nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
The Russians and Chinese still pursue a policy of deterrence. Do you see? Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this so-called peace.
I remember hearing a lot about mergers and takeovers among the big weapons makers.
Yes. And after my company lost their bid to produce the U.S. Air Force's next line of fighter jet, the Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even that bunch on the Military Oversight Committee.
Change that bit of dialogue, too.
Bribes.
Just call it the Military-Industrial Complex.
Nope. And
anyway,
the other one, he called
Metal
it as
Gear
just
was going
good
to be formally
business.
adopted after the results of this exercise were analyzed.
I don't give a crap about you or your company.
Yes, that's about what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here. This is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc. It's all here.
In other words, a floppy drive.
The main
A
hard
floppy
drive was
disk.
destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
Or what some kids today, the save
All
icon?
the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure that you report this to Jim, to your boss. I'll give you my card, too. It'll open up all security level 2 doors.
Can you walk?
No. You go on without me. Oh. They got my password. They don't want anything else from me.
I have one more question. Who or what was that ninja thing? It looked like you knew something.
That ninja? That was Foxhound's dark little secret.
Dark little secret?
An experimental genome soldier.
You know him?
You should ask Dr. Naomi Hunter from Foxhound. She knows better than I.
Naomi?
You've got to stop them. If it goes public, my company and I are finished.
What? Doesn't Metal Gear use currently existing technology?
Metal Gear itself does, but... What did you do to me? No! It can't be! Those Pentagon bastards! So they actually went and did it!
What are you talking about?
They're just using you for...
What the hell? Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
It looked like another heart attack, but...
Some kind of poison?
Well, there are lots of drugs that can cause a heart attack in large doses. For example, potassium chloride or digoxin. But we won't be able to tell without doing an autopsy.
Damn.
Snake, I want you and Meryl to work together.
Can I trust her?
More than you can trust me. Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there. It should be okay if you do burst transmission like us, but normal transmission is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. We have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
Yeah, you don't gonna give me more information than that? Really? M9's full. SOCOM. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm used to the dialogue in the first game. That could very well just be possible. And maybe it's just I'm used to how the dialogue is delivered in the first one, or I feel like it's... And like, having everything re-recorded, right? It's not going to sound exactly the way that it was in the first one. But in my head, that's how I hear it, and when I'm not hearing it that way, it just sounds off to me. Like, if you were to, like, I urge people to, like, go back and listen to the dialogue from the first one, like, to pick a cutscene, take your pick, and watch them, like, side by side or one after the other, and, like, how some of the dialogue is delivered. And at this point, which isn't that far in, I just feel like it's delivered better in the original. That's just my opinion. What was Nastasha's?
First the DARPA chief, and then President Baker die of a heart attack?
Yeah. Smells pretty rotten to me. Master, do you know anything?
No. But there's definitely something going on. Keep your eyes open out there.
Thanks for nothing.
The DARPA chief and President Baker. So now the terrorists know both detonation codes.
Yeah, and on top of that, they both died right in front of my eyes.
Snake, now that the terrorists have both detonation codes, the only way to stop a nuclear launch is to either use the detonation code release keys that Meryl's holding, or
find the Metal Gear chief engineer that President Baker mentioned, Hal Emmerich.
In any case, you should contact Meryl by codec. Wasn't her frequency written on the back of the package?
Uh-huh.
Snake, you can't use your radar in that area. There's some kind of electronic jamming coming from there. I wonder what it is. Anyway, be careful.
So that was another thing, too. So they changed the voice actor for the ninja. That really bothers me. Because... And I really want to see when we actually get to the fight with the ninja. But the way, like, his dialogue is delivered in the fist fight and then later on towards the end was amazing. So I want to see those cutscenes so I can compare those Those might be the biggest things. So, like, I know that in the original, the guy that voices Donald Anderson and the ninja, it's the same guy. And so I'm guessing when they did this remake, that's why they did that. So, you know, different characters, make sure that they sounded different. But if they were going to recast somebody, I wish it would have been Donald Anderson, because he only had that one little scene and that was it. You know, so it's like he had a lot less dialogue than what the ninjas got, so I wish they would have left the ninja alone and let that guy voice the ninja still, but just changed the, you know, one little scene with the DARPA chief and left it at that. But, you know.
Be careful, Snake.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, we got guards here now. See some level 2 doors down here. Yeah, there's one. Famas. Ah!
Stop.
Really? You are fucking bullshit. Get out of here, man.
Freeze.
Damn, I keep hitting the damn... I keep hitting the, like, R trigger button for this when I'm wanting to hit the Z button for the... to look the, to do the... Z button for my first person. That's really screwing me up.
Who's that?
That ain't nobody. Shut the hell up. Are you kidding me right now? Like, you are bullshitting. I don't even know what the hell he's even picked up at this point.
Freeze.
No.
There. Okay.
Who are you?
I was really impressed with the way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece. Meryl, right?
No, it's not him. Just exactly who are you?
I'm the fool that your uncle sent to this hellhole.
You came alone? Trying to be some kind of hero?
I don't need lectures. You're just like your uncle, you know?
How do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
What's your name?
My name's not important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you Solid Snake?
That's what some people called me.
The legendary Solid Snake? You? Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
It's your eyes.
My eyes?
They're not soldiers' eyes.
They're rookie's eyes, right?
No. They're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Just what I'd expect from the legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't worry. You'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is no match for the legend, I'm afraid.
I don't believe that.
Why did you look so surprised when you saw my face?
I didn't see that one comment. I'll
Because
talk
you
about
look
that
just
in a minute.
like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid Snake?
Yeah. You know him? You're not brothers, are you?
I have no family.
So what's the deal then?
I don't know. Maybe I'll ask him personally. But first, I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I just joined the training that same day.
That's okay. But what is this place? I don't think it's just a nuclear weapon disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like them. Nobody's told you anything, did they? Okay. You see, this place isn't really for disposing nuclear weapons. This base is owned and operated by a dummy corporation of arms tech.
This is a civilian base?
Right. For the development of Metal Gear.
Colonel.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special Forces were called here for the test launching of a dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top-secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But they must have been test-firing dummy warheads for a while. Why just this time?
I heard it was because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program. That's what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah. That's when he gave you the detonation code override keys, right?
That's right.
Amazing you were able to keep them hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you met Baker, huh? How's he holding up?
He's dead.
Dead.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah. Was either of them sick or anything?
No. Not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Huh. Sounds like it. But I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet. Do you know the person who designed Metal Gear?
You mean Dr. Emmerich? He should be in the research lab in the second-floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I think they're forcing him to work on the nuclear launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Then we'd better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It won't be the first time.
Done it twice before.
Nuclear warhead storage where the doctor's being held.
There's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go to the...
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
Oh, yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy, and it's all over. Good luck doesn't last forever.
I don't know what happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away. I never had any problems in training. It was frightening to think that with a pull of a trigger I could take someone's life.
It's not like shooting targets in training.
I always dreamed of being a soldier. Every day of my life, I've trained my mind and body for the one day when I could finally see some real action, and now...
So what now? You want to quit?
I can't quit. I can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, you're not normal if you don't feel something the first time you kill. Killing without guilt produces more carnage. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits emerge. It's easy to forget what a sin is in the middle of a battlefield.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy from the combat high. The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to say this another way. Stay the hell out of my way.
You're a real bastard, just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you, the real me is no match for the legend.
Looks like you were right. Okay, Snake. I'll be a good girl.
We'll link up after I grab the doctor. Hang on to the key until then.
Got ya. But listen, I know this area better than you.
Yeah,
Call me if you
yeah.
have any questions.
Yeah, I know this place better than you. I haven't missed that.
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Okay. So, Gray Fox. So, his delivery is darker, raspier. Very Vietnam Ghost Warrior energy. I don't recall this myself. Had to look it up. Here's an interesting little tidbit. So, what was it, MGS2? There's the bomb disposal guy. I forgot his name right off the top of my head. I haven't played it yet, but in the playthrough I've seen Stillman, I think. It's played by the same voice actor that plays Donald Anderson and the ninja in the first game. It's the same guy. But yeah, I don't know. They completely changed up the voice actor for the ninja in this game. So when we actually get to those cutscenes, I want to see just how the dialogue is done there. Frequency 14152. 14152.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Salad Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned.
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst. So I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. Yeah. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon. The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasia.
Same here, Snake.
She's got a little bit of an accent, but nowhere near as much as the original game either. All right, so
a cardboard box, huh? Just like
Zanzibar.
It saved my skin more than a few times in outer heaven, too.
Yep.
Getting the maximum use out of ordinary on-hand objects is the first principle of survival. It's especially important for covert operations.
I haven't forgotten what you taught me.
So is it Miller that taught Snake about the cardboard box?
Even though the genome soldiers are strengthened by gene therapy, they still need to sleep. You can move safely while they're napping.
The genome soldiers were specially trained so they can enter into a light sleep any time and still remain in attack posture. Be careful not to make noise when you're near them.
When they're yawning, their eyes are closed, so they shouldn't be able to see you. Be careful with your timing and you'll be okay.
Okay. Everybody get the hell out of here.
Is there somebody there?
I'm trying to rush is what I'm trying to do, and it's
Nothing here. Enemy intruder sighted. Send additional personnel.
shut up. God damn, man. Really? Well, that's what I was trying to find this entire time. No, run into the fucking thing, you moron.
Clear. Move. Clear.
I don't know. In this one, I feel like I could kind of just run around, you know, and as long as I wasn't getting into their little field of vision cone, like, I was fine. In this one, they definitely seemed like they're more heightened as far as vision and hearing.
Clear.
So I think that's part of my problem, too. I'm trying to still play it like the original, and it's not quite the same.
Clear.
See, now I have no rations, no nothing. Thought they were gonna come in here. Those things, I think. First, metal surfaces make sound. Yeah. I feel like there's some in the first one too. Maybe not as much. Maybe that's what's messing me up. But I am also kind of rushing too. So it's like, I know that's not helping matters any. Oh, here's one. That's nice.
Nothing here. Nothing here.
Already damn cameras.
Nothing here.
Lean over rails. Oh. Yeah, well, that's neat. Oh, yeah, Ration. What a guy. What?
Just imagining things.
Come on, Meryl, open the damn door, will you? Meryl, open the damn door.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door
No, you don't.
open. I'll call you when I get the door open. Just wait a little, okay?
Hurry the hell up.
Nothing here.
Nothing here. No, we can't. I mean, just hanging out in this box, but I feel like this guy'd be a little suspicious of it eventually.
Huh?
Ah. I didn't mean to hit it. Damn it! Really, Meryl?
I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
I was looking around while I had the first-person view mode on, and I let off the one too early and was
What
still...
does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake. The cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Wait. You said you'd stay put and be a good girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
Sorry, but this is the only way I can figure whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Well, there's the door, but now this guy's looking at my cardboard box.
Who's that?
Get the fuck out of here! You are bullshitting me, dude. Fuck out of here. For one, that's the wrong gun, Snake, you moron. You know what? Just fucking...
Snake!
Really? And apparently then I hit a wrong button. So that's wonderful. I don't even know where this save is. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Wow, way the hell back here, huh? Fucking hell. Unbelievable. I'm just fuming at this point. No, Snake, you fucking... Ooh. Get up, you fucking moron. I want to throw this goddamn controller at this point. Now I gotta contact you again, right?
Who are...
Yeah, go through your whole damn spiel. What the hell was it? There it was. There's your spiel.
You called, Snake?
Uh-huh.
Snake, like Shakespeare said, "Naught's had, all spent, where our desire is got without content."
What?
Basically, it means that your desire can get you into trouble if you're not careful. That goes for items too. Don't get too greedy or you might be sorry. Be careful, Snake.
So in other words, fuck that mine detector, because I already knew I needed it, and all that did was get me killed, so that's great. Why is he changing the damn gun? What the hell? Give me this thing.
somebody there?
Bullshit, dude. Yeah. What time is it? Because I've done lost my patience tonight. Got about a half hour, maybe an hour.
Snake, don't be so impatient. Settle down. I need a little more time to get the cargo door open.
Hurry the hell
I'll
up.
call you when I get the door open.
You already
Just
got
wait
me
a
killed
little,
once.
okay?
The hell are you rolling for?
Nothing here.
I think it sucks that I can't use my damn little radar while I'm standing here in this damn locker either.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for
It's
you.
about damn time.
Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry. I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for...
Yeah, piss off. We already know.
Is there somebody there?
This controller sucks ass for this first-person aiming, man. No! Down, you moron!
Be careful, Snake. That airlock is set with infrared sensors.
What is it?
You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Nothing here.
So get out of here, guard. Are you kidding me?
You called, Snake? Snake, in China they say you must cross the river before you tell the crocodile he has bad breath.
What?
Do you know what that means?
No.
It means that the wise man avoids danger first. Use your brain to avoid traps, and stay away from the enemy.
Yeah, no, that's great. Say, you gonna give me that call? Where's that at?
Snake, be careful. There are Claymore mines around there. Use a mine detector.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Never mind about that.
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby?
Listen, there's a tank in front of your position waiting to ambush you.
Who are you anyway?
One of your fans.
See, he don't sound anything like the ninja from the first one. I don't like it. I don't like it at all, man.
This is Raven's territory. Snakes don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you pass.
He sounds more menacing in the original version.
Send him a message. That's right. You belong on the ground. You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight!
Damn it. I'm hitting the wrong freaking buttons, man. That's not helping me. At all. Say, how am I not hitting him? Are you kidding? I know, right? Oh, hold on. An error has occurred which caused my Streamlabs desktop to close. Still happen in the background. So let me know at the, well, actually, there goes my screen. So now I can't see my gameplay. The stream's still going. But my game screen is no longer here, so I can't see what I'm doing. If I click this button, this has happened once before. If I click this button, it ends my stream, it ends my recording. Damn it. Yeah, I can't play like this. Because in this over here, it's like what other little screen I got is like a 2 or 3 second delay. Damn it.